after a game like this, there is an urge to defend Jimmy. There's always an urge to defend Jimmy. My dad went on Twitter and was like, this loss wasn't necessarily squarely on Jimmy. And then my guy, Nick Newman, went on a long rant after the game. It was phenomenal. Check him out on Twitter. Say, don't blame Jimmy for the loss. It's on Kyle. I'm with you. Do we have to do this every week where we say it's not Jimmy's fault? Don't blame Jimmy. Okay, I'm not blaming Jimmy. Can we still say that he's not that good, though? Okay, it wasn't his fault that he lost this game. It wasn't. It was D'Amico Ryan's fault. It was more Kyle and D'Amico. It was coaching. But at the same time, he's not that good. If he were Matthew Stafford, the Niners win. If he were Aaron Rodgers, the Niners win. But the fact is, he's middling. He went up against a terrible defense and struggled for 3 quarters. Fumbled, threw a pick, ended up with a quarterback rating of 87. Jameis Winston looked like freaking Brett Favre against this defense 2 weeks ago. Jared Goff looked like vintage Jared Goff against this defense 1 week ago. Jimmy, he looks the same against every defense. We were thinking, against the Packers, no pass rush. He should light him up like he did in the past. Nah, he's not going to do that anymore. He's not lighting anyone up. He's a modest quarterback, and it wasn't his fault that he lost, but he's not good enough. He should not be on this team right now. They correctly evaluated him last year as not good enough. They were right. He's not good enough. He's not the reason they lost this game, but he's not good enough. You need to improve. And what did they do? They whiffed on Matthew Stafford. They whiffed on Aaron Rodgers, and then went some desperate plan C, trading up for a rookie who's 21 that the head coach doesn't think is ready. That's desperate. So I'm not blaming Jimmy Garoppolo for this loss, but the fact that he's still the starting quarterback of this team says everything you need to know about Kyle Shanahan. You don't like him. You're right about him, and yet you can't move on. You can't find an actual replacement. I don't blame Jimmy for that. It's hard to blame Jimmy for being Jimmy. I'm going to no longer blame Jimmy Garoppolo for being Jimmy Garoppolo. I mean, yeah, that fumble in the fourth quarter was pathetic. But, I mean, that's Jimmy. He actually, protected the football for 2 games. He fumbled on the first snap against the Lions, pretty much protected the football the next 2. This was coming. We know who Jimmy is. I'm not going to knock him for being himself. I'm just going to knock the organization for letting this happen. You tried to talk yourself into him having some kind of a leap this year? No, he's the same guy. Scrappy, resilient, and not good enough. That's what he is. And you know that. And yet he's still here. The Niners have themselves to blame. He passed on Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. That's the truth. Should we be worried about Lance's development? Yeah. What development? On the scout team? When is the development going to happen? When will he be allowed to develop? David says, let's be real. No way we beat the Rams with Jimmy. This D needs more help from the O. Yeah, man. I mean, they squeaked by the Lions and Eagles. And in retrospect, you were playing toe-to-toe with non-playoff teams. Now you go up against a playoff team and you gave it away. I mean, you came back from 17-0, but you lost. Joseph said, put some of it on our D coordinator. I put most of it on the D coordinator. How do you not double Adams? That's all they had. But let's keep him in man against our mediocre secondary. Yeah, D'Amico is a weakness. Major weakness. My G, is Trey Sermon the worst running back on the roster? Yeah, that's why he wasn't active week 1. We saw it. He's not good. He's slow. He's not explosive. He's not good. That was a bad draft pick.